What is up, everybody? Welcome to the live video. All of you that are waiting, thanks for showing up. I got a few things planned. I want to do this a different take on a wood grain. Oh, hang on, it's showing us an ad first. I'm watching it on my iPad so I can comment and reply to you guys. Let's see. Let's skip it over here. And it's working. I think we're on. It's working. Let's turn the volume down over here. Okay, so I got a few things. Hi, Kathy Keys. How are you doing? A few things planned. I want to do this different take on a wood grain. I want to do gray, and because of doing this all in one sitting on this video, I had to think of another way to do it. Because typically I'll spray it black, I'll put my stencil on, and then I'll spray it white, and then I'll go with slate over white. But we don't have time to put the stencil on, spray it, let it dry. So I'm going to do it over black, and I'm going to use white and slate intermittently until I'm happy with it. I know, it makes sense to me. I feel like it should work. What better way to test it out than live? Do you guys think it'll work? Comment below if you think it'll work. Give me some thumbs uppers. Ooh, look at that. Close up of the thumb. Huh. It's a nice manicure there. I did it myself. But anyway, so before we get started in that, while we're waiting on a few more people, show you some projects I got that I just finished up. I'm always excited when I finish up some good little projects. Alyssa, hi. Nicole, hello. I think we need a name for our Duncan Custom Airbrush family. Well, that'd be a good job for you. What do you think the name should be? So let me give you a little rundown. I got a West High, but check this out. This is not any just high school. This is from 1952. And there's a picture of the school I put on there. They graduated in 1952. That's kind of crazy. That's way before I was born. So then we have, as always, beautiful, sparkly beach sunset. But I did something a little different on this one. It's not showing up yet. I'm going to show it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ooh, turn into nighttime. How cool is that, huh? And then put the lady's name on it. Yvonne. Yvonne, if you're watching, here is your Tumbler. It's beautiful. A little bling bling. And another one for a local auto car washing detailing shop. My buddy Phil. Also with some bling going on. Then I got another local. This one is a huge, look how long that thing is. It's like, hold it way back here so it'll fit in the screen. Baseball tumbler. Ooh, let me show you something real quick for the baseball tumbler. I've had this for a long time. It's this tape that you put down the side, and it makes automatic stitches on your tumbler. Like, so easy. I got this from Amazon. I need to add it to my Amazon store. Have you guys heard about my store on Amazon, where I have all this stuff that I use in one place, so that all you have to do is go there and it's categorized. You can check it out. Matter of fact, I got one thing from it today. Ooh, the beginner's airbrush that I recommend to you guys just got in, and I've always been using my buddy's airbrush, but I got one of my own. I'm gonna make a video on this to show you guys some simple ways to begin airbrushing, some really cool, super easy tricks that you can do just to get your feet wet or tumbler wet or whatever wet with airbrush, just to get you started. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live, son.
Oh, you're live on YouTube?
So let me show you this one. Back to this. This is a sunset. I've got the South Carolina Clemson, and then it goes around to a tiger on the back. Nighttime mountains, like a little glow going on back there. The moon looking pretty. No sparkly for this one because it's a dude. So that, oh, my favorite one I'm working on. Check this out. A white polar bear in the middle of a blizzard. That's beautiful. Can you see it? I'm just kidding. I ain't done nothing. That was blank. I hadn't done anything yet. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, this baseball tape I'm gonna add it to my store. I hadn't done it yet, so I actually forgot about it till you mentioned that on the thing. How come I'm not seeing my comments now? What'd you do, son?
I didn't touch anything. Oh, there they are again.
On my phone? Yeah, there they are. That's weird.
With the tape.
All right, so give me a second. Let me move all this one, especially this one. This one can't get dirty. I'm just kidding. I hadn't started yet. But let me move all these out of the way because I don't want to flick no paint on it. That wouldn't be a happy accident. Oof. Oh, hey. Let me move my chair, buddy. Here, put this one over here for me, please, sir.
Where?
Just back over there anywhere. Just out of the way. Thank you, my good buddy.
No problem, sir.
This one's so tall it almost won't fit in my cabinet. There we go. All safely out of the way. You learned that the hard way.
How old? I'm 12 years old.
Please say you're going to toss something during this live feed. I did. I tossed the brush. And I would toss this, but I kind of need it. I got to use it. So. But why do that's weird. My comments keep going away. Oh, there they are. I got to press this. Put it down. No, you don't need to toss that. Let's move this out of the way. But you learn the hard way to clear everything out because somehow you're going to get paint flicked where you don't want it. And before we get started with the American flag gray wood grain, I'm going to put up the blue line stripe right here. I want to do one more thing. Excuse me, sir. Let me grab this. I got some fan mail. A friend of ours named Anais, her birthday today, actually. We went to her birthday at the bowling alley, and she drew a picture. She loves watching my videos. She begs me, when's the next video gonna come out? She's 12-year-old today, so everybody throw Anais some love in the comments. She drew a picture of my little profile and the airbrush shooting out fire, so that's pretty cool, because I like airbrushing fire. So I wanted to bring that up and show that. And if you guys want to send me some fan mail or art or anything, if you go to my About page, I don't know why I'm pointing because it's not like it's up here. But if you go to my About page, I have a P.O. box and you can send me whatever you want. I can't guarantee you I'll show it, but I'll try if it's appropriate. I like don't send inappropriate stuff. That's not nice. Anyway, not cool.
Not cool.
We'll keep it clean, keep it family friendly, right? Exactly.
Now somebody's probably going to send you something really bad.
Yeah, I don't know. So, are you guys ready to get started on the wood grain? So what I have here, let me just go ahead and catch you up to speed. You see this is Cricut. It's French, I think. Cricut. I'm just kidding. Cricut removable, very important there, removable vinyl. And I'm not sure if I have this download available on my website. I put some of them on there. I gotta keep pressing this button to make my chat show up.
Oh, live chat. That makes it literally everything you can see.
I thought I pressed that.
But it's also right here.
Yeah.
LOL Cricut?
Cricut. So anyway, I got my vinyl cut out here and I put it on the black removable vinyl. Duncan Custom Airbrush.com. I don't think I've loaded this one yet. I have a lot of them on there. If you want to just go check it out. I need to separate it from my tumblers and just put it in its own separate thing, like digital downloads. I think you can type that in and find it. But I haven't put this one in, what I was saying. But print it, cut it out in acrylic. Obviously weeded it out. I'm going to use this as a stencil. I'm not going to leave it on there. I'm going to paint everything around it. Then when we're done, we will take it off and we'll see the magical beauty that it is. Huh? No. No, thank you, sir. All right, so you start off. Let's bring you down here a little bit. So I'm not sure how easy this is going to be. This thing's going to roll. So there's a Yeti word right here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to try to line it up. So the easiest way to get this off is put it face down and take it and roll it backwards like that at a perpendicular so that it comes off nice and clean. If you have a spot lift, just go back, push it down, and try again so that you can get all your little cuts and details. And pretty simple, pretty easy to use. Of course, you want to measure before you throw it on there. Let me see. Do I want to put it with the Yeti, or should I put it on the Yeti side or the opposite side? It's a little, I didn't account for that. That's why I said you always should measure. And look at me, I didn't do it. Let's put it on the back side, which is now the front side. Congratulations. What do you think, Trenton? This is for Trenton if he's watching. Trenton wanted this design. I don't know if he's here or not. This thing keeps rolling. Get crazy. Wipe all the dust off. I did some glitter. I usually put this thing in my lap and do it.
Opposite.
Yeah. I usually don't. You guys don't usually watch this part. I need one of those pool noodle foam holders. Now it wants to roll that way. Probably because of the letters. What you got, bud?
The film that I'm editing in the next video.
Eli is working on another video for you guys. It is, what is it? Those shoes. I got a pair of shoes that I'm doing. Don't tell them what it is? Okay, well, I won't.
I gotta wait.
Well, if they follow Instagram, they've seen the post already.
Oh.
This is really hard to do. Usually it's super easy. It's really hard standing up over my camera and trying to get this thing down. So we'll adjust it after we get this on. So you gotta push it down real good. So what's everybody saying in the comments? You read me some words there, buddy. Look,
Put a towel down.
That's a great idea. Give me that. Let me see. I already got it on, but this thing's fighting me. I think my table's ill. We're on an incline. I don't know why. It should be level. There we go. You can't even see it. That's crazy. All right, I need to adjust that. I know it's delayed. All right. So all I'm doing right now, I have it under the light, and I'm pushing down cause I was jacked up sideways. I'm trying to push down all the air bubbles so that it doesn't. Yes, do an airbrush tutorial live, maybe. I was gonna make a video and do top 5 cool things you can do with the airbrush. It's easy, but I could do some live stuff. So, you guys that watched my last 2 videos where I did the time lapse of those 2 cups that you saw, stop, don't. Those 2 cups that you saw with the sunsets, did you enjoy that? That was a little different, change of pace. Alright, I had to get my little blade. I want to pick this up and set it back down because I don't like the lump in it.
Lay this down, my child.
What? I have no idea what you just said. Thank you, sir.
See you.
Everybody say bye, Eli.
Bye.
He's my editor for my next video. He also did the tiger video, if you remember that. Did you guys like that tiger video he edited? Alright, there we go. I got the end picked up. Doesn't matter. I got a little scratch, but you're not going to see it. I'm going to cover it up with this alcohol ink. Alright, so it's easier if you do that right the first time. But don't freak out. You can pick it up and put it back down. Do I want to mess with this one? Because I think it's good. Usually it doesn't take this long just to stick a stencil on. There we go. Now let's start throwing some paint at this thing. This is the fun part. Should I leave this down? Maybe. Can you guys see that pretty good? I typically like to tilt it. So let's back it up a little bit here. Move my chair back. Get comfy. How about it? You should be... Somebody just yelled outside. You should get comfortable while you're working with your art. We're going to start with white and then work our way around. We'll go back over with gray and then we'll see how it looks. We'll see if we're going to do it again. So just pick a spot to start. I got to look around my camera. So just go like this and flick it around. up and down. It's really a no-brainer. What else? I thought I saw something lifting up. Oh no, that's that line right there. I was looking at this design line. I thought it was a lift, something peeking up. So basically, you just work your way around. And you guys saw my real-time wood graining video. I should have filmed this the same way I did that because I was super fast. And you do a little choppy and then do some long strokes and then stop. Move on to the next one. You can always work this stuff over again if there's something you're not happy with. You can, we're going to go back over it with the, oh, it's flicking everywhere. My hand's getting covered. Look at that. Huh, that's funny. Wear some bad clothes that you don't worry about ruining. All right, I'm going to do a few more and I'm going to take a gander, even though I don't know what a gander is, at the comments and see what you guys are saying real quick. The white paint. Yes, that is white alcohol ink. White alcohol ink. First step. And if you like it like this, you can leave it. I got a little hair. Or what I'm going to do, I like to go back and forth a few times, well, in my mind. I feel like, because I usually do this over a white base. For the sake of this video, I chose to do black base so we can just keep on rolling. And it might actually be faster. I don't know. You're always learning stuff and figuring stuff out as you go. Creative problem solving. So you guys, did you see my little procrastination video where I was talking about that kind of stuff? What do you think about that? Did you enjoy that? It was a different thing. It's not like a full-on tutorial. I just had some cool time lapse going on in the background, and you can pick some tips and tricks off of watching a time lapse in the background. You can see how some techniques are done without having to sit there for 12 hours. I don't know how long it took me to do those things. It didn't take 12 hours, but so we're going to try to get in all these little stars here too. I never would have thought to use white over black. Well, you know, I didn't either until I was thinking, like, for some reason I had it on my mind that I really wanted to do this for a live feed. So I was just thinking of how I could do that all in one step, because if I'd sprayed it back white, all we'd have to do is sit here and watch paint dry until I can move on to the next step. So in a way, it kind of streamlines it a little bit, makes it a little faster. So that's pretty cool. Always creative thinking, problem solving. Some of your happy little accidents, stuff you've creatively solved, turns out to be some of your best work, you know? How many of you have had that happen? Where you do something. I've done something one time. I did this Indian dream catcher on a motorcycle, and all my tape lines lifted, and I had little frayed areas like blowouts coming underneath it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's ruined. What do I do? And I showed my wife, and she's like, well, it's braided like rope. Rope is kind of frayed and tethered. She said, why don't you just make them all like it's on purpose and make it look more realistic? And it turned out amazing. Creds to the wife. She gives me a lot of good ideas. I know you've seen it in the videos previously. Now look at this. I switched to slate gray. Look at that. Look at that depth right there. That is a sick color. And you could go over, and if you want to, if you're going a little too fast, you don't want it to, see, if you reactivate alcohol inks while they're not fully cured, you'll reactivate it and lift it. But if you go ahead and hit this with a little heat, I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I don't know how loud this is, but I'm just going to do it real quick. Try to speed it up, let it dry the whites. I mean, really and truly, with the white layer, if you did nothing but that and you took that off, the contrast would be enough and it would look amazing. But we're just gonna, I'm gonna go back and play with it till I'm happy. Black, not black, slate. Black is a little too much. I got a little run there. Look at that. It don't matter. Look, just go with it. It don't matter. Can you see this, guys? Let's put this up a little bit more so I can back it up a little bit more. So I just do a line or two and then swipe. But when I don't have the camera in front of me and I can hold, I'll do it like you saw in my other wood graining video where I hold it like this and I do this. I think it was like this. Yeah. So I'm just going to show you that real quick. I don't have enough room to do it right here efficiently, but I'll do it for the sake of demonstration. Do a line and you're holding this like this and you just kind of like that. Look at that grainage going on with that. That's looking sick. So you just work your way around the cup. Stop whenever you want to. You're the boss. You created. This is your creation. Free yourself up. Don't have any expectations. Just say, I like that. I don't like it. I'm going to keep going. That's it. Free art, as my wife calls it. She likes free art. I try to instruct her, and she says, you just got to let me do my thing. So she has helped me loosen up a lot. So that's not, I was wearing my arm out because I have to hold it out so far. So let's move this out of the way. Get out of the way. Oof. So let's just keep going around here. Like I said, nothing is set in stone because it's all just paint. Paint is not permanent. You can always fix it. You can always just sand it over. Sand over it, base coat it again, go on with your day. Do something else. Look at that. I like that. That's looking cool. Let me show you something real quick. I'm going to do a few more of these and then I'll just show you what it looks like with white over it. Let's see. What's people saying? I got to keep pressing the button to see the chats. Hey, first time watching live. I believe this is only my second time going live here. All of my heavy accidents ended up with stripping the cup. Oh no. I have never stripped a cup. I have two junkers sitting under the table that I was thinking like I might strip, but it just seems like too much work for me. And I just soon buy a new cup. So when you put white back over again, it lightens it back up. So you can go back and forth as much as you want. I'm going a little faster than I would typically. So it is taking off a little more. So I try to slow down a little bit so I can leave more on. Slate is the color I'm using currently. And like I said, slate and white, that's all it is. Don't make it complicated. Just go back and forth until you're happy. And if you're not happy, let it dry and do it again. It's wood grain. Wood grain is organic. It has no set way of going. It's going to do whatever it wants to do. Like a tree grows towards the sun. That's what it wants to do. And the wood grain is never straight or perfect. Like I see some people's got they make a perfect little, they're real, I don't know, conscientious about it. I say that's not fun. It's not fun to, now if I'm doing detailed artwork like the tiger and stuff, I'm a little more strenuous on the details, but it's not too necessary because the thing about it is you might be looking at a picture and copying something, but when you just present it to the people, they don't know what picture you're looking at. They don't have it in front of your hand. All they have in front of your hand is your creation, and you are the artist, so you have creative freedom. I believe that's what they call it. So what do you guys think? Y'all like this cool kind of, what do you call that gray wood at the beach? Somebody help me out. The gray wood at the beach. Let's turn the messages back on. I don't know either way. No, I almost had it. Let's see if anybody said it. Driftwood. There it is. Yes, that's it. Driftwood. Nicole Knight. I've become a cup stripping expert. I wrapped the cup in acetone, soaked it in. Oh, that's going away. Soaked it in acetone, soaked paper towel, seal it, tinfoil, leave it overnight, and it peels right off. Oh, that's cool. That's a neat tip. I might have to try that. So, because I had the weird angle of putting my stencil on, usually, like I said, I put it in my lap like this between my legs, and I lay it straight down, no problem. But I was awkwardly hovering over the camera. But say, for instance, let's give a hypothetical situation here. If you have this stripe right here or something, and you got some white or gray under it, and you're like, oh man, I really wanted that to be a little neater, just go and grab a tiny brush. I've got a few of them around here somewhere. I think I have one or two brushes. I don't know. I buy some every now and then. Oh, speaking of which, let me show you guys. This is the other half of it. Where's the other? My sad day the other day. I broke my sparkly brush. Let me find it. Where are you? It's the sparkles. Oh, there it is. There he is. Look at that guy. Poor pitiful thing. He was all happy and sparkly, and then just snap! Oh man, his life was flashed before his little eyes. Look at him. Isn't he so pretty and helpless now? And oh well, I could put a piece of tape on him, and whoops, tape will work. So let's see. Oh wow, alive. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining. Joined late, but the flag sticker available. I don't. Wow, look at that. I got paint on my finger. I don't think that I have it on the website yet. I will do that. Okay, I did one of these black paint, used acrylic, gray, and white. Oh, acrylic paint instead of alcohol paint. Yeah, you can totally do that. It might even be easier because acrylic paint, if you go over it back and forth, it won't lift itself up like alcohol ink does. And let me go get some. The first one I ever did, I used Createx paint. Let me show you. These guys right here, I love these things. I have this in my Amazon store, and Createx illustration goes. This is most of the time what I use for airbrushing. I love this stuff, and it's water-based. It's safe. This is illustration white, and this is black. I thought so. So, and my two previous videos, I think it was this week maybe, where I did the do one thing towards your goal and the procrastination. The airbrushing I was doing on the sunset and the nighttime scene was with this Createx illustration. And this, I use this on Woodgrain too, but not these colors, of course. I guess I could use these colors. You can use any color you want on Woodgrain. These things are awesome. They're actually, they're a lot like this. What I mean is they're transparent, except for white and black. The white and black are opaque and the colors are transparent. But like I said, these are in my Amazon store. The whole set that I have, the exact same thing I bought from the same place, TCP Global, I believe it is. And that is really handy for your airbrush. And actually, I'd take and I'll drip this on and do the brush if you want to use that too, which comes in handy, works great. And like the other person said there, acrylic paint would probably work really good. And it might even be better than this because it won't lift itself up. And that may be something I try next. I've never tried it with acrylic paint. Has any of you tried the Woodgrain with acrylic paint? Leave a comment and let me know if you did. That'd be pretty cool. So we're just gonna keep on graying it out here. Take your time, listen to some music, watch one of my videos while you're doing this. I don't know. Just don't get in a hurry. Don't get uptight. Loosen yourself up. Make happy little wood grains. That's what old Bob Ross would say. I don't know, has Bob Ross ever painted wood grain? Painted a lot of trees, I know that. As a matter of fact, I used his technique to do those trees on the big long tumbler I showed you a minute ago with the nighttime and the, it wasn't a beach, but it was mountains. That's what it was. And you can go back and watch those videos and see, sit it on the brush and see how look how beautiful that's looking. If you like that, you can go back and forth as many you want, but you really don't have to. Just do a swipe or two and let it do its thing. See, watch. Let me see if I can focus on this. See the natural graining? It's because of this crappy cheap chip brush, and I have this at the store too, but you can get this at Walmart or wherever. As you can tell, I've used this once or twice, and the crappier, don't wash it. Do this wood grain. I have one for blue. I have one for my browns. I have this one for grays and whites. And when I'm done, I just throw it in the bucket or drawer and I leave it. I don't clean this thing. The crappier, cruddier, the better. See, look at that, all that natural graining ability right there. It's like an artist lives in that little chip brush and it's doing all the work for me. Thank you, little chip brush artist person. That's kind of weird. But anyway, I've never heard that before. Hey, you're weird. She was like, oh, you're so cool. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So what do you guys think? You liking this type of gray wood grain working on a black base? It's different. Check this out. I like those little peaks of white coming through too. That's really sick. Look, there you go. Happy accidents again. And look at the variations in the colors. That is insanely beautiful, I must say. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing right now because this is just so much fun to keep putting it on and doing this, because every time you do, you're like, oh, that's cool too. Oh, that's cool too. So I may just have to end the feed because I could keep going all night with this wood graining. You may get tired of seeing me do it back and forth like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to get this, and we're going to try to peel this off on this feed and see what it looks like. If not, then if we don't get that to that point, which is really the whole reason I was trying to get it, and I'm going to take this, it's hard to see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's a little gap right here between these two. I'm going to take this blue, sit it straight up and down, and let that bad boy drip straight down. Give you your blue line, because that's what this Mr. Trenton wants on this one. I've done that a bunch of times on the wood grain flag, rifle flag tumblers, which is really cool. I did a red line one time for the firefighters. That was really cool too. So you can do this if you have a family member or a friend that's in the service. You could probably even do a green line. I don't know if that's a thing. It could be. You can make it up. If it's not, say, hey, this is what I do. I make stuff up. Like an army green color. That would be cool. So yeah, just keep on going around. All right. What are you guys talking about in the chat? I hadn't looked over there in a second. It keeps going up and disappearing on my phone, which is in front of me, my camera. I call it my camera, but it's my phone. I'm not fancy. I just use my phone. So it does the trick, I believe, good enough. Look, I love that color right there. Look at that. So just gonna keep on moving along. And you could, like I said, do it as, oh, I dropped my brush. Do it as light as you want. Do it as dark as you want. It's yours. It's your creation. I keep knocking everything over. I'm gonna start throwing stuff like in my video, like throw it down. But I need it. I need to be able to reach it because I can't move from behind the camera here. And I'm working around, like I'm literally standing, my face is right in the screen here. I don't know if I'm sounding really loud to you guys, but here I am, wood graining. Happy nighttime wood grain fun. So where do you stop, huh? What do you guys think? I mean, you see how I keep going over and back and forth and back and forth. I'm just showing you guys, like I'm just playing here, and I'm just showing you guys, like you don't have to be set with anything. If you If you want to keep on going back and forth, just might help if I turned it upside down. Just keep going. There's no rules. Just little word of advice on, say this is your first couple of wood grains. Don't try to go all fancy and make all wiggly and knots. I say that because you can if you want to, I don't care. But I say that because the finished product, these straight lines, and if you try to do all fancy stuff, it's not really going to make a difference. Your finished product is going to look just as awesome, because really and truly, straight wood is, I think it's more like exclusive. It's what they want to make furniture out of. They want the straight stuff that looks high end. So just say, yeah, I made this out of some high end wood. I remember the first time I did one of these, I had a guy argue with me. He said, what do you do, turn that on a lathe? I said, I don't know how to do that. It's metal. He's like, well, that's wood. I said, no, it's painted wood. It's just like the guy argued with me on my motorcycle. This rusty, you can watch that video. It's down there somewhere on my video feeds, where I painted my motorcycle a rusty effect. And I had this guy argue with me. He said, man, what'd you do? He talked like that too. I'm just being real. Talking like his voice. What'd you do? You leave your motorcycle out for 2 years, bro? I was like, what are you talking about? I just painted this thing. He said, nah, man, look at all that rust. I was like, oh, yeah, it's pretty rusty, huh? That looks like trash, huh? It's like, dude, it looks like you need to take care of your bike, bro. I'm like, hey, that's paint. He's like, no way, dude. I said, look, you see that little dent right there, a little scratch? I said, feel it. It's smooth. He felt it, and it was smooth as glass because it was paint. I painted it. Blew his mind. I don't know if he might have been on something anyway. He already had his mind blown. I don't know. But it was funny. So then I was going to paint over it and do like a nice, clean, fancy paint job. But then after that, and I tricked that guy, I was like, no way. I'm keeping it like this, because it's one thing to be able to do a nice, fancy, cool paint job, which is cool. A lot of people can do it. But it's another thing to do something fun and cool and different that tricks somebody into thinking that it's something that's not, like special effects. And I really dig that. That's why I like to put a lot of textures and stuff like that in my tumblers, in my artwork. I'm trying to see what I want to do here. Let me read some comments here. I've been neglecting my comments. My Eli left. I got my iPad over here. I'm trying to read. How do you make whiting? Let me show you. I go to Amazon and I buy this. Pinata. I think this is the only one that makes white ink. Ranger has a white additive or some junk like that. It doesn't work. This is the only thing I found white ink that works. And I have a whole set of these pinatas. This is the first set of, now this, not this one, because I've used a lot, but they come in a little set of these guys, and you get like 6, 7, 8, I don't know. But there's a gold in here too that's really rad, and it's really cool. So let me get back to some more. Make your own alcohol ink. No, I'm not even going to try that. I can buy it pretty cheap, so I'm not getting into that. It sounds too hard. So let's see what else we got. Oh, the color purple because of the epilepsy, and they're a cop. So the thin purple line, that would be cool, yeah. Like I said, you can do anything you want. And I got rifles on the end of these. You just do the straight lines or the jaggedy looking. But Mr. Trenton wanted the rifle flag, which is really cool. Let's see, you can use black. Did knots on your first wood grain temp. How'd that come out? Did it look cool? I haven't really dabbled with the knots. I used to have these little spongy things on a stick, and you could take a little alcohol and then move it around, and it worked really good, but I trashed them. I think I let Bailey use them, and she got all kinds of colors on them. Once you get like that, I have some, let's see, I don't have my brushes over here, but I have designated brushes for specific colors, because you can't really, no matter what you try, you can't really wash that color out. Like if you got purple on it and you go try to do pink, it's going to still have purple in it. It's going to mix. So I try to separate the brushes. Let's see this one. The first wood grain tumbler I made was with homemade alcohol ink. It's well good. Sweet. Got knots and everything. Looks pretty awesome. I'm impressed that anybody makes their own alcohol ink. I don't even know about that. I just, like I said, I just buy these. These are the Rangers. I have like, let me show you over here. I have like a set of, that's a lot. 60, I think it is. And then Marabou sent me these, which I want to do a video on. Some easy marble. I never tried this stuff. I've only marbled with spray paint. Hydro dip, you know what I'm saying? So, I think I like this little area right here. Let's just, still not dry. Exactly. I'm gonna go ahead and do the blue. I'm gonna leave this section the way it is. I might come back and make, the rest of it look more like this. Look at that. Look at that movement right there. I didn't even do that. You remember, you saw me. I was just pulling straight, but as the inks overlap, they push each other around, and you just get, it's just simple. You just overthink it. If you, are you supposed to shake this up? I don't know. Look, I got black splatters everywhere. I had one jar of these paints, and if you see this, it's a really cool applicator thing to open up and drip or squirt it in there, but I left it like that, and I went and it went everywhere. So close your bottles. One, they'll dry out. Two, you'll forget they're open, and you shake them and make a mess. A little helpful hint there. So it's hard to see from way back here. Usually I got it right up in my face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit it vertical. Is that vertical? Yeah. Not horizontal. And just drip down and move it up. That is it. Just let it do its thing. There's your blue line. And like I say, you can come down a little ways more and make sure you got it all in. Just use your side. Don't squirt any more. If you squirt too much, it will crack if you get it too thick. And that's all I do for the blue line. I just make sure, like I think, I gotta get it close because I'm right at the camera here. I think I don't have any right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. And there. Work it down. Beautiful. That's it. Now, I really want to peel this off, but I know the smart thing is to wait for it to dry so you don't screw it up. Patience is a hard thing. You know what you need to do? You need to go get something to drink. Hold on, let me get. This is a cup I made. I didn't show you guys. I was going to show you how I made this cup, but it's super simple. So you got a white cup. And I think I have this guy on my website, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have this, and it comes with this too, if I'm not mistaken. But you have your white cup, you stick your decal on, just like we did this on the black one. Then you take, I got 3 colors here. I got green, a blue, and then like a turquoisey blue color. And I just random, like, I had this, I always work like this. This is, if you remember the handles I showed you guys how to make, you can see in there's the football. And I always work like this because I like to hold it and work. Sticking your hand in there and doing all that junk is messy, and it's not as efficient as doing this. Look at that, how easy I twist it. And anyway, so I'm holding this guy like this. I'm spraying random colors till I'm happy with it. Just spray it till you're happy. Coverage, you get the bottom. I can't turn it over. I got a drink in it. But then I put it in this guy here. I think it was. I think it's this. This is my transfer tape roll. It's Transfer Right Ultra off of uscutter.com. And I put it in here. You can't see. There we go. So you take this and you put it upside down, and it stays just like that. You can work on it like that. And I flicked, get out of the way, move out of the way. I took some white acrylic paint on a brush, flick. I have a little toothbrush, but the fun part was doing like and making all them sound effects, because you gotta, if you don't make the sound effects, it does not turn out the same. It's just science. I don't know. So what it replicates is like, hey, this guy just jumped out of water, but it's it's an illusion. It's not, it looks nothing like water, but everybody knows what it is, what you're working with. Like, oh, that he just jumped out and he's wailing on him. He's fish on, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, the reason I don't fish, I stink at fishing. If I had to fish to live, I would starve because I've tried. I would love to know how to fish. I would love to be able to catch them, but I go with people that know how, and I do it, and it doesn't work. They don't like my stuff, and if they do get on, they jump right off. They steal my bait, so I give up on it. I was like, oh, the heck with this. I'll just go to the grocery store. But so I have this because my neighbor had a bunch of cups done, and he has had a basketball, and he knocked about 5 cups off. The other, I was able to save 2 of them. 2 of them I fixed. One it didn't do anything to, and then this one it dented, and I'm like, I can't sell that because it's kind of wobbly, because it's got a dent in it. But it still works, and I use it, and I was like, well, now I have a cup because I never made one for myself. You guys that make cups, do you have your own cup that you use? Do you have one that you made just for yourself? I'm gonna go back to the comments because for some reason my phone don't like to read the comments to me. I gotta go to the iPad. Bike night at Harley dealer off of Woodruff Road. Yes, I was there sometime. I've had a lot of bikes that I've painted show up there, and that's the only way I'll get credit for it because then somebody's giving me a message. I got a bunch of messages to my Facebook page. If you guys ever want to ask me a question, go to either my Instagram or my Duncan Custom Airbrush Facebook page, and I love helping you guys and asking questions or just showing me, say, hey, I watched, that's a cool thing. Hey, I watched your video and I did this, and look how awesome it turned out. I love that. I love seeing you guys' creations and seeing what you come up with and knowing that you get inspired and my videos help you. That really means the world to me. I'm gonna read a few more comments while we're waiting here. I'm really looking for this guy to dry so that I can rip it off. Let's see, made a couple colors. Permanent markers, huh? With alcohol inks, that's pretty cool. How long do you let the ink dry? I don't know, I'm just winging it, waiting. Usually, I'll go do something else and it's way long past dry, because if I sit here like now, I'll get impatient and I'll probably pull it off too early. Yeah, I figure you probably at least wait 30 minutes, an hour. I'm not waiting that long right now, but if it turns out bad, I'm blaming all you guys. You're pressuring me. I'm just kidding. But somebody retracted the message. I don't know what that was. How long do you, I already read that. You have 10 of your own tumblers? Now, I will say this. My wife usually assumes most of my tumblers that I make because she's like, well, it was my idea. So she has quite a nice collection. Let's see. Hey, thanks for the motivation. No problem. You guys motivate me just as much as if I give you any motivation whatsoever. So it keeps me productive. Look, check this out. I want to show you guys this. Oh, I have one outlet out here. That's not what I'm showing you, but I have one outlet. So I had to get this thing because I have literally one outlet in here. But somebody's trying to call. This is my to-do list. This is one of the most best things I've done. Don't pay attention to that little drywall come off there, a little piece of tape. But I have my orders, my to-do list, and that has helped because it's right there in front of me. And that is like, what's it called? The dry erase vinyl board. It's like this stuff, but it's dry erase, and it's really awesome. And I might put that in my Amazon store. I have to figure out what category that goes in, but it's very helpful, and it's a huge roll, and you cut it whatever size you want, and it's really helpful. I love it. That has helped with my productivity, I will say, because it's one thing to have it written up there and see, okay, I got to do this, but then when you get to mark it out, it's so satisfying and so fulfilling. You completed something, you marked it out, you move on to the next thing, and I think those cups I just showed you, I hadn't marked those out, so I'm kind of excited about that. So you guys tell me. I marked the other ones out with black. What color should I use? to mark them out. As which one is more satisfying? I've just been using black, but whatever. Just pick out whatever color you want. So let's see. Do you seal the alcohol ink before you epoxy? Absolutely. Always. So what I'll do here is I'll come back tomorrow. I'll finish this up, come back tomorrow morning, and I'll seal it. And I'll do, I got ink everywhere. Geez, what happened here? Somebody murdered some alcohol ink. Spray a coat, light coats. I have some videos on how to seal. I don't know why I'm pointing up here because I always do when I record it, and I put a card right here. But it's how to seal with the Raucan Rust-Oleum 2X Matte Clear. And it shows you, excuse me, it shows you the full process of how to seal properly. And you wait like anywhere from 5, 10 to 30. You can wait longer than that in between, but probably give it at least 10 minutes in between coats. I usually wait about 30 just because I usually get off doing something else. I'll come back to it whenever, no big deal. So yes, always seal and then let that dry for a few hours before you epoxy and you'll be good to go. I think the least I let one dry was probably an hour and it still worked out okay with some of those I just showed you as a matter of fact. But most of the time I'm not working this late and I have this done earlier and I'll seal it before I go to bed and in the morning I'll throw the epoxy on. That's usually the way I like to work. Let's see. You are a hoot. Love watching you. Very informative. Well, thank you. So somebody sent me a message in Messenger. Cool. I'll check that out after the feed here. Hi from Tucson. Tucson is a little, it's like, what time is it here? It's 9:22 here. So I believe you got a few hours earlier than me. You're from the past. I'm from the future. Have you read, I have read, that you have to wait 24 hours for your inks to clear coat before you epoxy? I don't know. I don't guess you have to, but typically I'll do a step like alcohol ink and I'll leave it and I'll come back later or in the morning. That's what I like to do. That way I don't have any issues and I know it's fully dry enough. You see some sheen going on there still. And if you're impatient, you could use the heat gun, but it's best not to. Just let it do it naturally, do its thing. Let me see, I try to always wait an hour before sealing. Exactly, yeah. I like the least wait an hour before sealing them. It's 6:24 here. Oh, cool. 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 hours. Are you having any of the smoke from the fires in California? I know my brother, he lives in San Francisco, but he sent me a picture at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, and it looked like everything was orange, but it was so dark. It looked kind of eerie. It's kind of crazy. I apologize if I'm not reading everybody's comment, but as you know, if you've commented before, I answer every single comment, at least the ones that show up to me. I don't know. So I will go back through this. I love reading all you guys' comments. I love, like I'm gonna say this real quick. The motivation one, like the procrastination video, I seen a beautiful thing happening, like with 2 or 3 people were going back and forth and they were talking with each other, and not just me, but they were helping each other out, encouraging each other and lifting each other up. And that's what we're here to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Y'all nervous? I don't think I've ever peeled it off this fast. Well, unless I'm doing the deer. I have done that. The deer one, I'll just rip out. Look, hold on, I got a tool for this. My big old fingers can't get it. I must have took it inside. Hold that thought. Let me go get my tweezers. Here I am. I found them. I really need to buy me another set just to leave out here, because these things, whoo, they come in handy. Did I lose anybody? Going? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. This is the magic. This is what you've all been waiting for. Oh gosh, that looks so sick. Oh my gosh, you can't see. I'm not showing you. I'm gonna end this video and I'm just kidding. Oh, I just got some booze. I just heard some booze. I'm just kidding. This is the magic part here. Look at how beautiful. Look at the contrast. Look at that. Hey, boo-boo. There's Bailey. I'm live here. We are pulling off the magic. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that, baby.
Sorry, Daddy.
That's okay. Look at that.
I didn't know you were doing that.
That is okay. Look at that. Now, I do have some bleed through because of...
Oh, crap.
Just because of the weird, awkward way I had to put the vinyl on. But look at that. Look at the contrast of the whites and the grays and the like jet black and the
really
blue line.
pretty.
You know whose cup this is?
Ryan?
Nope. Here, read the name in there. What's that say?
Trenton?
Trenton. This is Mr.
Oh.
Trenton's cup. You missed it earlier. Check this out. Look what I showed.
Oh.
I showed Miss Anaya's drawing.
Ah,
Yep.
That's really rad. That's
Well,
pretty cool to have some
I
fan art.
wanted to know if I could eat Chick-fil-A out here with you and watch you.
I'm almost done. I'm going to wrap this thing up. I just want to show these guys.
Look, can I?
Look, check this out. I'm going to show you guys real close. You can or you can leave it. Who cares? I left some. Hold on. I left a piece of. It's so hard to see right here.
Daddy,
Yes, ma'am.
what? Like, are you still gonna be painting after this?
Yeah, maybe. I'm kind of.
Probably.
It's possible. Look at that.
Since I kind of
Okay,
want to
so
sit in here and just watch you. And
you just want to sit and
eat
watch
Chick-fil-A.
Daddy work. Well, hey, look, check this
Is
out.
that
You
wet?
might want to stay back. No, it's not wet. That's dry. I pour my extra epoxy, and ooh, look at that.
Well,
Ooh,
can
do you see that
save it
shimmer?
Since I kind of want to. When can I make a cup?
You've already made like 2 or 3. What are you talking about? So, hey, look, baby.
I got some orders.
Look, if you're gonna eat in here, you might want to stay way far away from me. Look at my hand.
Oh crap!
I know. Don't say crap. What are you talking about?
Crap.
Say oh poo. But I'm gonna show you guys this. You see these little white spots? You can, I mean, you can go in with, but really, it just adds to it, in my opinion. Look at this.
Can you like cut the cup or something?
Oh no, yeah, you have to cut that up. I'll have to do that. But
I want to try it.
no, you can't do it right now. It's too hard.
Wait.
And
I want to show them the one that you already opened.
oh yeah, you can show them that one. So this is one I opened. I got a buddy, and I tore off the Dixie cup. This is a big one, but I just
Really big one.
tons of layers.
I wanna
Back it up a little bit. There you go.
move that.
So I got tons of. Oh, I thought I dropped it.
I was grabbing it.
A lot of layers. I
Tons
just
of
used
them.
glitter, alcohol ink, just whatever I felt like. Cause
My
you can't.
fingers look horrible. I'm getting on these stick-on nails.
Are you
that I
gonna,
bought.
are you gonna paint your
I'm
nails?
probably gonna do that tomorrow, but since
It'll be beautiful.
it will be beautiful.
Right. Well, let me tell them. This is for a buddy of mine named Thomas.
Oh my! Look right there. That looks so cool. It looks like one of those little contraptions, like in
Contraptions?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
In SpongeBob, where it's upside down the ocean. The seaweed. It's the seaweed.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Okay, I could see that.
We watch SpongeBob a lot, so
He's kind of funny.
I
Look
watch
at that one.
SpongeBob a
Some
lot.
drips. But anyway,
Oh, that is so
my
cool.
buddy's got a lathe, and he likes to make gear shifter knobs. And he's going to turn this and see. It should look pretty cool. It'll
You
be.
broke your paintbrush.
I know. I told him already. Look at that. She just noticed my sparkly paintbrush. It was an accident. It's my favorite little
I don't come out here a lot since I'm normally in my room. We're playing Roblox.
Roblox.
Bum, bum.
Bum, bum. But yeah, I pour my excess. I have some molds, like some hearts and stuff.
I got a paintbrush to paint.
I know. I have some hearts and molds, and I usually pour my excess in there, and then I'll
gotta
put
paint
some
it.
alcohol ink or some glitter in it, and just. She usually keeps them, or I'll give them away, and so
I think it's hard.
that's one cool thing, because I got a buddy that turns these things into shift knobs, and you never have. I don't do any kind of set pattern. Like you could do that, all brown tones or copper or silver metallics, blacks,
Yeah,
greens. Do a rainbow.
I'm painting
Ooh,
it.
what if I did that? Like I'd have to remember what color I did, like what order, because you can't see it because it's covered by a paper cup. You just have to remember what you did.
So
But these things are like months in the making because
with all his extra like stuff, like the this stuff, how you made this cup, I normally make hearts out of that. And I keep them in my room.
We come to see your art and stay for the kiddos.
I keep these
what are you
hearts in
doing?
my room, and I'm pretending like I'm painting it. I'm painting it all these crazy
You
colors.
use those little hearts with your American Girl doll, don't
Yes,
you?
I do, and I also sell them to Nana and Mom.
You have. She has.
I got
made,
$5 off of that.
She has made some hearts and sold them for money.
And I also made my Nana a mug, and I got $20, baby.
$20.
I got a lot
Bling,
more
bling.
than $20. Tell you that.
Are you rich now? What you gonna do with that money?
I already bought me like 3 coffees.
Coffee? You don't need coffee. How old are you? I know how old you're.
No, I'm not.
7.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
No,
you
I'm
are.
not. No, I'm not.
Okay, let's read a few more of these comments and then we will call it a what you call it
Can I
when you
pick
stop?
a random person to get a shout out?
Oh, you want to shout out somebody? Read
I don't know.
read a comment. Can you read it? Bailey, here right now, everybody say, "Hey Bailey," and she will pick a random person and she will
I'm so
shout you out.
scared.
You're so scared. What are you scared about?
Since I don't know who to pick.
No. Oh, look, she said she'd buy a heart from you. Look at that.
It's probably.
Okay, let's see. Huh?
It's probably gonna be here.
Let's see. Here's one.
Hi, Bailey.
There's another one. Start shouting them out. What's the name?
Robert, Dominic,
Allie,
Allie,
Nicole, Katie, Letitia. Say
Sorry.
hi, guys.
Hi.
Jennifer, Wanda. They all saying,
we
"Hey,
gotta shout
Bailey."
out Nicole.
She's right here.
She said
She's right there. She said she'd buy a cup from you. I mean, what did it say?
a heart.
Heart. Well, you want to make some hearts and put it on the website?
Yes, I will do that.
Okay,
Wait,
we'll do that.
I will do that.
Bailey, how did your Hydro Dip shoes turn out? They're actually right over here.
I'm gonna show you.
You literally never worn them.
I know, since you never put this stuff on them that I asked, they're chipping and blah.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
really loud.
Brenda says today is her daughter's birthday. Say, happy birthday to you. Did you get your shoe? Oh, you can't reach them. Hold on, I'll get it. You can't reach them. Well, there's something in the way back here. Oh, it's that thing. Let me
It's
move.
the donut pad.
Hey, look out.
Hello, I am Bali.
Oh, wow, they're getting squished in here, Bailey. Here
What?
they are. There's the
They're
sparkliness.
squishy.
Yeah. Turns out the fabricy stuff, you really need to use these easy marbles
Yeah.
because spray paint tends to be a little too stiff.
Really stiff.
Spray paint is a little too stiff for the hydro dipping, and we actually did not prep these at all. Now we know we should have wiped it down with acetone and a cotton ball.
Yeah.
And then we should have lightly dusted it with like a white or a black. Here, what are you doing with your foot?
That was an accident. Can I go get my Chick-fil-A and
With
eat
a
out
white
here?
or black. I'm about to finish this up here. Here, take that back.
Wait, you're probably going to be painting after this, and I
So let's take a few more of these off. I know this is getting pretty long. Are you still having a good time?
Everybody, did I get everybody?
Did you get everybody? I don't know. Oh, no, you didn't. Here's some more.
crap.
Here is the beans and rice. What?
Beans and rice. You got a shout out.
Brenda. That's the one that said it was her birthday. And then Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Her name is Lily and she's 18. She's an adult now. So then you have Kenya.
Kenya.
Say hi, Kenya.
Hi, Kenya.
Okay, and then Teresa says, what do you seal the ink with before you epoxy? Hey, do you see that clear right
Hold
there?
this.
Go that way. Grab that clear. Not. Oh, watch your step. Weirdo. Hey, yeah, that one right there. Don't throw it. Oh, just kidding. This is what I use right here. Rust-Oleum 2X Mate Clear. It just says matte. I don't know why they put an E on the end. They're trying to be fancy. I don't know. But like I said earlier, I have a. Like I said, I have I have a video that shows you exactly how to use this stuff to seal with. And you just go to my videos and scroll down till you see it. And it'll show you tips and tricks to make your life easier when using that stuff. Okay, boo-boo. Everybody say bye, Bailey. She's going in to eat. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Why are you just now eating your Chick-fil-A I got you?
I don't know.
Weirdo.
I was on the bed playing Roblox for at least 3 hours.
Roblox. Let's see if we can take a few more of these off.
Sorry.
Where's my tweezers? I got to have, if I did not have these tweezer things, I would not be able to grab this stuff. My fingers are so big. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, that's the one with the 3 pieces. I don't know why I made them into 3 pieces. I need to make it over again where they go together. It's the hardest part's grabbing it with picking it off with my fingernail. I usually leave my fingernails not so short just for that. But I didn't this time. I actually cut them. Sometimes it's like scratching. And usually I'm a lot closer so I can see what I'm doing. Good night. I made 4 pieces out of this. Look, if I have not got this on the website, then I will fix this because you should just do one and be done because you don't need all these lines. It's not really necessary. It's just a pain in the butt. Hold on, let me get this up close to my face. I'm getting old. I can't see. Yeah, there we go. Let me go ahead and get this one on. There we go. Started it. Look, it's hard to work from behind a camera. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm just kidding. I'm doing it. So I have some spots there that oh, you couldn't even see that. Have some spots I want to touch up. Let's go ahead and do this one, other side with this black. Get off my finger, weirdo. So let's do, oh, I gotta get it up close again. I can't see. See, this is the stuff I cut out of my videos, so you guys don't have to sit there and wait. I cut a lot of stuff out on my videos just to keep it moving, keep it interesting, so I don't lose your attention. Yeah, there's a couple of spots where it was not laid down right that I'm going to go over. I'll touch it up with the black acrylic paint, and nobody will ever know. So I got one more here. I'll wait on it. I know that it's bad because look at that. Look at them bumps in it. I'll just have to touch it up. But here, let me show you the brushes I got for that kind of stuff. And all this stuff, like I said, is in my Amazon store because I put stuff in there that I actually use and that I love and I can't live without. There's so many cool things in there, especially the category called Super Tools. Can you see the point on that bad boy? Oh, that actually works. That's why the women do that with the makeup. Oh, look at the point on that bad boy. It looks so good. And it is so sharp. And you can get right up in there in those tiny little details. So, like I said, all this stuff I use is in my store on my Amazon page. I'll put the link in the description after this video. I don't think I did it before. But it's super handy. And you didn't have to finish there. I just finished because I was happy with what I was working with. And another cool thing I'll tell you guys while we're still on here is I like to take a little dark, like black, and just barely flick the edges. Just to get, because one thing that I like to do is when you have a top and a bottom, I like to put a darker on the top and the bottom. Kind of helps frame them in, and it's just more aesthetically pleasing. It's a better composition. It helps frame in your artwork area. It's just one thing I've always done, and typically I'll maybe put some black in here and just put a little fade. Let's see if do I have any? Let's do this with this. Let's see what it looks like. We'll do some live airbrushing. Oh, where's my air? Is it not on? Oh, I unplugged it. Hold on, I unplugged it. I wasn't planning on airbrushing. Yeah, there we go. So watch this. Just do a little dark framing in. And it makes such a difference when you're finishing up the thing, you know. See that nice little fade? And that's alcohol ink I put in there. It's the slate gray, the same one you just seen me use on this. And that's it. That's all you gotta do. And doesn't it look how much more, like, well, you got this distracting you. And this is gonna be taken off in this bare metal underneath it. But look how much better that framed it in. It gave it it's like a vignette for your art. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So I'm going to end it. That's the end of this feed. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time. Hope you learned something. Hope you laughed. And I hope you were inspired. And all you people, God bless every single one of you who showed up. Thank you so much. And if you're watching the replay, I love you too. Peace. Have a good day. Goodbye, everybody.